Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Karsh the Goblin, this is the Goblin Cave, and welcome back to another installment of the one session only Be Goblins adventure from Pathfinder Paizo Publishing. Today we have one new guest and two missing guests, unfortunately. It happens when you try to plan for a one shot and that one shot then goes to different places. Thank you, Mint Toby, for hosting us. That's great with your one viewer. I don't mind if it's only one. Any host is great. As I said, when you plan for a one shot and then have that one shot fall down on its pieces, it's hard to bring everyone back. So we've done what we can. I'd like to thank our new guest who essentially said, "Hey, are you still planning?" And so half an hour before we started getting back together, was accepted into the group because that's when he sent his his application. So we're going to switch across to and meet our guest today. So we'll do our introductions. Magic Man Parker, how are you today and who are you playing? Whoops, sorry about that, Magic. I'll try that again and have you I'll just have you unmuted. Let's try that again. So, how are you today?
Hello.
We can hear you now.
I'm doing very well, thank you. I am playing Chuffy Liquid, the rogue of the party.
And Mint, how are you today? And what are you playing?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm getting into the headset of Retta Big Bad, the fighter. I'm gonna be have a big head, big attitude. We're gonna have a good time.
And as you can see, we've got absent in the top corner. So we do have Tyrone is absent and FragMonkey is absent. So today we're going to have Curtis. Curtis applied about half an hour before we started getting ready for the stream. And it was a bit of a shock, but we've waited all week for someone to accept an invitation. So it was good timing, really good timing. Curtis, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. It's a bright sunny day in Canada and I can't see shit.
But at least you're very bright and orange today. So today you're playing Mogmerch, our alchemist and pyromaniac. And I'm just going to do a quick recap of what happened and the story so far, essentially aims. So the party is a group of goblins from the Lictobe tribe. Only a couple of days ago, one of the fellow tribe members, now called Scribbleface, was found doing the biggest taboo, which was writing things down. To punish her, she was then branded with letters on her face and ran out of town, in looting her belongings and her hut. Fireworks were found, fireworks and a map were found. The fireworks were then put to purpose in blowing up and burning down the hut. Lots of fire, which was great spectacle. And the chief then asked these goblins, Rita, Chuffy, Poog, and Mogmerch, to track down the map and to follow the map and track down more fireworks, because fireworks are so much more fun than not having fireworks. So tonight there's a big bonfire, massive celebrations, there's some bad alcohol going around, and there's a few dares for the heroes to prove themselves worthy of being called hero. So the dares have gone already. We've had the Dancing with Squealy Nord, where the goblins had to ride the giant boar around his little pig pen, and we had some failures, we had some hurt, but we had some success as well. And I believe it was, I'll just bring up my notes. So my notes are really bad, so sorry about that. I believe it was Chuffy Lickwound that rode Squealy Nord, getting his reward so Squealy Nord, getting his reward, a dragon brew gourd, which is really bad rhyming. Really, really bad rhyming. So the dragon brew gourd is actually fire breath 4 times around, or 4 rounds, I think 2d6 damage in a cone of 15 foot. So it's pretty serious. Lots of fire, lots of burning. The second dare was a bag of slugs, where Rita and Mogmerch went up against each other to try to take down 5 of these disgusting black slugs, large black slugs, which even goblins don't like. In trying to win, both sides, both Mogmerch and Rita were both Mogmerch and Rita were actually swallowing the poison of the slime slugs, just to try to get an advantage on each other. And in doing so, Mogmerch won by putting 2 slugs in his mouth at once, and immediately Rita puked up everything he had, or everything she had, on one of the spectators, who then got picked on and laughed at. So cheers all around. Mogmerch was just about to get, or actually, I'll just skip through that and go. Mogmerch was presented a Gorge of Gluttons from the Chief, Chief Gutward. The Gorge of Gluttons is a dog slicer, and it's a +1 dog slicer, Bane vs horses. So when it comes to enemies of goblins, the main enemy of goblins are dogs. They're the worst enemy that they can imagine. Worse than dogs is going to be horses, though. So this is a Bane vs horses. Yes, that doesn't make sense, and that's the idea. Goblins generally don't make sense. So we visit our goblins. I'm just going to move Poog, because Poog's not going to be here today, unfortunately. So the party's going to be one short. Will they survive? So I'm just going to move to our interface and move to our Lictoad village. And make sure everyone's in the Lictoad village. Yep, there we go. And we'll swap across here. There we go. There's our Lictoad village. There's our characters. For some reason we've got a little bit of an issue there. We don't have nameplates being saved. There we go. There we go. There's our nameplates, in theory.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can see their characters, everyone's right? Yes? All good. So we've got 2 days down, and there's a couple of days to go. Let's bring up the next day for everyone to have it. So the third day of the evening is the dare called Hide or Get Hit. So Hide or Get Hit is a simple dare. It's a simple little game that goblins like to play. It's essentially, it's hide and go seek, but when you get found, you get hit. Because it's more fun that way. Does anyone want to actually put their hand up to try to get it?
Oh, I do. This game was meant for me.
Yeah, I want to do this.
I think we're all doing this one.
All doing this one. Okay. So, with the hide or get hit, it's essentially, you've got the map. What I want you to do is ping, or just place your character on the map of where you want to hide. And I'll zoom all the way out. You can place them where you want. But you'll then have to do a stealth check.
Is there anywhere off limits?
The map is the map.
Right.
Just a note, I don't think you can swim. You may live in a part, but I don't think you're going to be able to swim.
I don't think I can swim either, but I think I can work with that. I'm an alchemist. I'm smarter than the average goblin.
Yes, you're an alchemist with a girlfriend that likes licking your face because you taste funny. So, that's all I'll say. So
Looks like there are a couple of reeds around this little swamp bit here. Is it possible that I can try to breathe through one of those while I hide under the water?
there's also crocodiles, giant frogs, snakes. There's other things here.
Am I able to climb this tree?
I'm zoomed in. I don't want to be seeing where you are.
Oh,
Okay.
You can try a climb roll. You can try a climb roll if you want. I believe it's
alright.
possible. So, as before, click on your character. I think you'll need skills.
Mhm.
And for those that are new to the channel and didn't see last week, I run a lot of macros for the characters. So if you can see that just come up right now, it's just down below me. One.
There we go.
Okay, so I've got 2 stealth checks. 3 stealth checks. Oh boy.
Oh, you want me to roll? Oh, well, okay. That was my climb check.
So you climb, yep, and you stealth on top of that. Chuffy being the rogue, I'm sure is going to blitz everybody. I accidentally did a test with this, and Chuffy can get some high numbers with his stealth. Some very, very high numbers. But generally speaking, goblins are good hiders. So firstly...
Looks like Chuffy's had some problems with his dice there.
It's still pretty high, though.
Yeah, we all got pretty good rolls, I think.
Yep. Okay, so firstly what we're going to do is... I'm going to roll a d20 on each. So, Curtis, d20. And then Mint. And, of course, Chuffy. So, that's how many perception checks I get to roll for each of you. So that's how many goblins in their searching are going to be wandering close to your vantage point. They may not spot you, but that's getting close to you.
Alright.
So I'm going to then put that in the background. And put that in the background. I'm going to zoom out and see where you are to see if there's going to be modifiers.
Oh, I'm technically in the tree.
Yes, you passed your saving throw. Oh, sorry, passed your climbing up the tree. Yep. Okay, so this is our big grand map.
Very nice, yeah.
I made this the other day and I was like, oh, we need a map, don't we? Yeah. So once again, Gabriel Pickard, love your work. Great mapping. That's where I do all my mapping images and textures from. Okay, so we've got a tree, we've got the reeds. I love the reeds and the rocks. Great. So we're going to come back in, and our first one is going to be Mogmerch. Mogmerch was down the bottom here in the reeds, and you have 9.
Got a 25 on stealth.
25 on stealth. It's going to be very hard to catch. Where am I? Not coming up. Oh, it's because my dice rollers clicked to the screen. So, 25 on stealth. So that's going to be really hard because chat can see the modifier. And it's going to be a lot of rolls. We're going to have 9 rolls here. So if you're new to the Roll20 system, doing multiple rolls is really easy. It's as simple as that. And lots and lots of rolls. And no one can find you.
Yeah!
Mogmerch successfully hides. And essentially, the roll itself is d20 plus 5. That's the spot check. So it would have been a hard one to them to get. But there's a lot of people searching. And they've all got their sticks out. They've got their whacking sticks and they're ready, and they are whacking the reeds, they're whacking the trees, they're whacking the grass, they're whacking the mud, they're whacking each other. Because, hey, they're drunk. And they've been having lots of fun. They've also got torches and doing the same thing with those. Because they like burning things. Right. So we now have... What have we got next? We've got 17 coming towards Mint.
A lot of them.
17. That is a lot of rolls. Well, it's an obvious hiding spot. It really is. Okay, so where was our stealth roll? Our stealth roll was 17.
17.
And from here, I see only 2. Only 2 out of all those. So as you're hiding, you hear a lot of goblins coming past, and they are climbing the rocks. They are going under rocks, and somehow they're just not actually seeing you there. And as you're watching a goblin walk right in front of you, you're just like, you're silent. You're just holding your breath, and then suddenly, whack! Someone hits you from behind, and then runs off into the darkness, and you don't actually get to turn around or to see who it was. And by turning around, the person in front of you hears the noise and looks up, and your back's towards him, and he whacks you in the back of the head and runs off into the dark. And you actually hear splashing of the water as he tries to run at the edge of the rocks, right at the top here. And he runs through the reeds and off and out towards the boulders and out towards the camp, and you get whacked twice. So we'll change our dice roll here. So,
Oof.
I did say there was consequences, and you cop 4 damage in total from being whacked by the other goblins.
Down to 10 there.
Down to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just click on the top and go -4, down to 10. Should be linked to your character, right? And the last one. Our last, which is our thief, Chuffy Liquid, which I expected to get into the 30s for his stealth, especially climbing up a tree. I was going to give you a +2 to that, so.
Oh, alright. So they have to get a 20.
Well, they've still got a plus to their roll. You could have failed to climb the tree, and then you would have got a penalty because you would have been falling on the ground.
Yes.
So there was a risk. That's why I'm giving you a little bit of a bonus. And 12 rolls. And we scroll down, and you actually also don't get spotted by 1. The closest one. You have goblins searching through the trees, and they're whacking at the trees, they're whacking at the bushes. One actually climbs your tree. He climbs the tree, and he goes around, he looks, and then he climbs back down. And he doesn't spot you at all. So they've got both Mogmurch and Chuffy that have climbed, that have hidden, and have evaded capture. And after about 20 minutes, half an hour of this, a horn gets blown from the camp, and you know that that's the sign that game's over, you're safe, and you can come back to your campsite. And you can also get your reward. Because reward is always what this is about.
Wouldn't be much of a rogue if I got caught.
No, you wouldn't, and I was very much expecting you to get, as I said, into the 30s, because I know your ability scores there.
Can Rita be looking around for a goblin that's all wet, in case he made it back to camp, so I could, beat him up for finding me?
You can do a perception check. It's going to be hard. There's some 40 or so goblins in your tribe.
If I can find him, I'm beating him up. That seems.
Yeah, I think there's more than one wet one, man.
Yep.
Well, I'm beating up a wet goblin. That's Rita. She's got her big head, big brain. Wet goblin's getting beat up.
Please do a perception check.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you difficulty. As 12 is not going to be high enough. There's just you don't even notice Mogmurch standing beside you, who's also wet. Because you're looking out in the crowd. I'm just going to move everyone back in to the center of the camp so I can zoom in again. I don't like being really zoomed out on the map like this. There we go. So everyone's back in the middle of the camp again. As I said, you're looking to all the other goblins. You can't quite tell which one's wet. And Mogmerch, you're definitely wet, and you don't know that this is why his reader's looking, but you were a capability of being hit just then by a bit.
You have to fight Mogmerch now.
Yeah. Okay. So the chief mighty Gutwad, the great mighty Gutwad, is brought over in his 6-foot teeter chair to you, and Slorb, his attendant, he starts presenting to Chuffy, and then looks over to Mogmerch, who also didn't get hit, and then he has a ring in his hand, and he doesn't know who to give it to, and he just throws it on the ground and walks off. Throws it on the ground at your feet and walks off.
I die for it.
I don't know.
Shit.
We could do initiative, or we could just go by who actually said.
Yeah.
I'll go by who said, because Parker, you did actually call for it straight off that you went for it. So I'll give it to. It is a magic ring of climb good. So magic ring of climb good. You, Chuffy.
Oh, I thought we were rolling initiative for it.
We'll go initiative, but I'll give Chuffy a +4 because he did call just before you.
Fair enough.
He did. And
So where is initiative? Is that skills or ability?
I have no idea. It should just
in the character sheet there.
Yeah.
If you look through that at the very top, there should be something that says "in it," and it's there.
Yeah.
No. At the very top. Let's see.
Hello. I cannot pronounce your name. Real lovely. Thank you for following. Much appreciated while we're looking for our initiative here. This is the Goblin Cave. We're running Be Goblins. Sit back, enjoy. Hopefully we can get through without any issues like last week, because that was a bit of an annoyance.
Is it under one of the tabs?
It's not under any of the tabs.
Is it?
If you go into the character sheet, at the very top, it's to say some stuff like current conditions, current buffs, and something like NPC buttons. Beside that is something called NPC All, ability checks, init, defenses, attacks, abilities, combat skills. What you want in there is init.
Yeah, it's
current conditions, set buffs. I am not seeing. I'm seeing set conditions.
It's okay. There's a row that says
click on NPC buttons.
NPC button.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
No problem.
So
+4, that'll be 24.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So Pathfinder has a new character sheet coming out. If you haven't seen it, it is elegant, it is nice, and it's simple, and does everything. So can't wait for it to come out. I've had it this morning in the dev server. So
what's the ring do?
The ring gives you +4. So scroll down. So it actually was close. Wow. The ring gives you +10 to your climb skill. So it's appropriate. You climbed. It's Ring of Climb Good.
I think it might make you climb good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually called Ring That Lets You Climb Real Good. Oh. That's what the item is called.
Sounds bad, right?
It's +10 to your climb skill.
Ooh,
lovely.
It's real climbing.
It's real climbing, yes. So that's our third dare. And our last dare. So if you haven't noticed, they do have a little bit of a catch, each of these dares. So there's a risk. The last dare is actually called the rusty ear-biter. So the rusty ear-biter is the infamous ear-biter is a hollow coil of wires, barrel hoops, and bent swords and thorny branches, vines kept behind the moot house when not in use. The name for the rusty ear-biter is named for the fact that it has claimed a large number of goblin ears in the past, and the rusty ear-biter is both an object of fascination for the Lictotes and fear. And the dare is to actually to get from one end to the other. That's inside it.
What the hell?
So it is a coil of barbed wire, swords, sharps, vines, everything. Does anyone want to actually risk themselves?
Well, Rita's got a big head, but she's gonna do it anyways.
Remember what your big head does do? It gives you a penalty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Do you remember what the penalty is? Because I certainly do.
Yeah,
We're goblins. We have no sense of self-preservation. We're totally going through it.
but there is treasure, so I think Rita's still gonna do it. Still gonna try to crawl through. She hasn't been able to really even be on the board in any of these, besides the slug eating one. She got cheated out of that because she wasn't smart enough to figure out to eat two at a time.
You were actually
With all
winning
that
the
big
slugs.
brain, there's sure nothing in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the head is big.
Yeah,
The
the head's
brain-
very big.
Is about the same size, it's not smaller.
She thinks it leads to big brain, but
Yeah. You will have a -8 penalty.
Ooh.
That's what the big head
what check?
is. -8.
Is this-
Oh,
For
Troy as well.
artist. It's escape artist. And it is
Escape.
barbed wire, so you are forewarned. Barbed wire, sharps, blades, everything is in there. So it always keeps on going onto their side.
You said it was escape artist?
It will be is an escape artist, yes. And I'll bring it up here. It will before you even start. I'll give you the warning because it's going to be you're just diving in.
Yeah, it didn't go the first time. Sorry.
Yep, you're just diving in. It seems. Wow, thank you, another follower, Talinus. I should know that name. I don't know why the no name, but thank you for following. Thank you for coming in. I was going to say, just wait. There are mechanics here. So it's going to be 3 escape artist checks. I'm going to keep all the ones you've done. They're DC 15. Every fail
Alright.
is a damage roll. So all three of you have dived in, or at least have tried to come in, and not a
Yes.
single one of you have even gotten into the start of it. So it's DC 15 escape artists. You haven't even got a single one. So do you want to keep on going? Because I'm going to start rolling your damage for all those rolls that you just did.
Okay.
Alright. Do you want us to wait for you to roll that damage?
I'll do this quickly. It won't take long because it's. There we go.
This will be the first damage I've been taking.
Okay, so we'll go from
Hopefully
Curtis.
the only damage.
So Mugmerch took.
Alright.
That didn't work. Oh, there we go. Wait, no.
How'd you roll a 6 on a...
That's
Run
what I'm
D4.
thinking.
Yeah, but it's
How
also
the
a
heck did that
1d4
work?
-1. That's the
Yes.
thing.
do you have exploding dice or something on?
Nope.
Oh, it's
Not
the
that I
two
know of.
exclamations, I think.
Okay, we'll just roll and do -1 off that. How am I rolling 6s?
It's those 2 exclamation points.
Yeah, it's rolling 2 1d4s at the same time.
Okay, so what's
We're counting.
it? /R.
Yeah.
So D4.
What you've got there is compounded dice, Shadowrun style. It's rolling them like that for you.
Okay. Oh, it is 2. You're totally spot on. I don't ever use Shadow. I do like Shadowrun, but I don't ever use it in here yet. That would work. So you got no damage. There you go. No damage
Okay.
for the first one. And we have Chuffy. Has got
Yes?
3 damage.
Oh no!
Maximum.
Ooh.
That hurt.
And Rita trying to force a big thick head in and force the other 2 out.
Alright, I'll change my 13 to 10.
And so Rita cops 1 damage total.
At least she's got a very thick head. It's working out in her favor so far.
Yep. So you can try again if you want to keep on trying. Rita,
Naturally.
you're also getting things thrown at you. Because you've had 2 failed attempts, you got things thrown at you.
Oh no. Alright, Rita's gonna duck out after this one. Can't even get her head into the hole.
Yep. So Rita gets another damage.
Oof!
No damage from Rita.
Wait, stop rolling badly.
Little scratches there.
And Chuffy, no damage somehow. And Mogmuch is
Then I'll go
actually
again.
inside. Mogmuch
Woo,
is actually
suck
inside. But Chuffy, you.
What's my weird goblin wife's name?
I can't. It's on your sheet. I go. No, I'll find it quickly. But Rita, you've stopped. You've walked off, and you're no okay. But think people that were throwing things at you are now throwing it at Chuffy.
I've made my next roll.
Next roll, awesome. You're halfway through. Now you've got a problem. If you get stuck, you're stuck, and you actually. All right. So yes,
Haha!
I think we're through. I think
Wait,
Chuffy
I'm
made
through?
it through. Chuffy made it through. I think that's it. Curtis, I think you may
Yeah.
need 1 more to get out though, because you're in the middle.
A 19, there we go.
That's all 3. That's all 3. Chuffy did pass you somehow in the middle, and got out on the other end. You've got scrapes, you've got bits and pieces, you've got blood all over you. Bit of grease and bit of slime as well, both of you. You could have used your brains and thought, let's grease ourselves down. But no, all 3 of you just dived in. All 3 just tried to get through. And there was big cheers as you both come out the other end. Massive big cheers. You've actually seen goblins stay in there for quite some time before. Not many people get through. Once again, the chief is brought over to you in his giant 6-foot cheetah chair, and Slorb comes to you again. He looks at Mogmerch, and he looks at the Chuffy, and actually places a robe around Chuffy, and it is the chief's personal robe of I've just tried to get the actual name here. A very useful robe of usefulness.
Thank you, my liege. Thank you, very generous. Very generous.
Cheating Chuffy gets all the prizes.
He tries. So for if you just want to put it down for your information, it's just actually I'll open up I do have a handout for that. There we go, I can show you wrong one. Show that one to the players. So inside the robe are four patches only. There is a ladder, a 3-legged turtle, a horseshoe, and a bullhorn. That's it. Nothing actually usefulness. Well, in general terms.
Not to the naked eye. But I can conquer a kingdom with these items.
With a 3-legged turtle. Good luck with conquering a kingdom with a 3-legged turtle. I'll also unlock the ring, so you can actually have a look at that in the journals as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I made sure it's in the right description area. So the ring is +10 to any climb check. And we've got the Gorge Goblins. I'll unmark that for you as well. But we did lose the fire breath. Or did we get the fire breath? I think Pooh got...
Yeah, Mogmarch has the fire breath.
I do. Excellent.
Yeah. Mogmarch ate the slugs.
No, Mogmarch... So, housekeeping. Mogmarch got the Gorge Glutton from the slugs.
Oh, no, then Chuffy got... Or no, was Poog the writer that got the...
I've got my notes here. I'll just open those up.
I got the 4 Dragon Brew gourds.
Oh, so you did get that. So I'll open that up too. So this is what happens when you have... Oh. So the Dragon Brew is 15-foot area effect. I've got it on your character. I've at least got that right. So the night keeps on going. There's lots of partying. Lots of drinking. If you want to drink, please tell me. If you don't worry. I think the only one that did drink was Rita, and then puked it up with the slugs.
Yeah.
But that's okay. There's a lot of festivities, lots of fire, big bonfires, and the night goes on pretty much unchanged. The next night is when you'll be heading out, because goblins don't act during the day. They fight and they adventure at night, as opposed to your normal adventuring. We're going to have a quick, maybe 5-minute break, just have a rest, make sure everyone's got everything right on their characters, and then we'll come back in 5 minutes. So thank you for coming. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, please. This is the Goblin Cave. We're playing Be Goblins, a Pathfinder adventure from Paizo. Is it Paizo Publishing.
I've always heard it as
Paizo. Yeah. Okay. So we'll be back shortly. Keep here and yeah. Back, everyone. This is Karsh the Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave, and we're about to get back into the action. And we're going to move away from the Goblin encampment. So, I'm just going to close down a few of these bits and pieces. And I'm going to heal up our goblins again, because you need a little bit of healing. So, as you walk out, I'm just going to move our page here. There we go. So, we're back to our screen. Everyone's back to live. Everyone's off mute. Welcome back to the game.
Hello!
Hello. So, the next morning, you wake up. You didn't drink, so you're not actually hungover and you're not sickened. Rita, though you did drink last night, you weren't poisoned by the brew, and you're not sickened today because you puked it all up with the slugs. So otherwise you would have been feeling very sick today, and there's a lot of goblins that do feel. Back to the game. Hello. So the next morning you wake up. You didn't drink, so you're not actually hungover and you're not sickened. Rita, though you did drink last night, you weren't poisoned by the brew, and you're not sickened today because you puked it all up with the slugs. So otherwise you would have been... Whoa, sorry about that, everybody. That was feedback and coming back through the channel itself. Something that should have been paused. Or sorry, something should have been... Yeah. Big sorry. As I was saying, so Rita, you're not sick. Otherwise you would have been sick because you puked it all up.
Yep.
There's a lot of goblins that feel really horrible. Although you're the heroes, they don't give you any celebrations today because most likely you're going out to your deaths.
Do I regain health points after sleeping?
Yes. So you can put you back to your maximum hit points. You can do that there. There we go. So what we're going to do, just switch it. So you head out at first darkness. So it's not first light, you head out of darkness because darkness is when you want to be out on the road. You've got your map in front of you, you've got your supplies. There is just one thing I need to ask. Do you want some of the leftover fireworks?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Definitely want some fireworks.
Okay, so before you head out, Slorb comes to you as you're leaving the village and saying, the mighty Girthness has offered you some equipment for this adventure, for your heroic deeds, and he believes that these might come into use, and he offers you a skyrocket. He offers you a Desnan candle. So a skyrocket is a big explosion. It will do lots of damage, but you've got one. It also takes one round to light. It's a large, big torpedo. It takes one round to light, and that's an entire round. But when it's lit, it's as if it's a candle. After that round, it will fly 90 feet per round until it hits something, exploding in a few rounds' time. If it does hit something, it'll explode. Big explosion. With mechanics-wise, it's D6. D6 fire and D6 sonic with the light and everything else. And I'm not actually going to tell you the radius of that explosion because you don't know. So if you do want to use it, I'll get you to ping the map where you want it to be placed, and that's where it's going to be placed. And I'll leave it at that because you don't know how big it's going to go. You just aim and shoot. So, on the road, I'll just make people to snap on the map. There we go. So we'll move over to our next. So, off onto the road, halfway through your journey, and halfway through the journey, you're just going through the swamps. it's pretty much like every other normal night of going through the swamps. You do know that there's lots of dangers in the swamps. There's crocodiles, there's alligators, there's long tongues, snapjaws, tusks, lots of bits and pieces out in the swamps. So you can start moving your character, just do it slowly, and also keep a marching order would be useful. So,
Rita's going first.
I would be the leader, of course.
Oh, okay. Rita remembers the lick toads, or the long tongues. Just wants the Chuffy to walk first ahead of her.
I'll just zoom in on the map here. There we go. This also shows who's watching your screen and who's watching my screen. So now you look across, I can see that. So, is that your turn order? You can move further if you want.
Yeah.
Yes. It's only natural that the man who wins the most challenges should be in front.
You can move forward if you want.
Rita pushes Chuffy. Go on, winner. Go on.
I'm getting there.
Can I get a perception check, please? Stop now.
Okie dokie.
Perception check.
Who's doing the perception?
Okay. So you're back here.
Everything takes so long to open up.
I know, I'm sorry. As I said, the new sheets for Pathfinder are amazing, they're great. You wouldn't need to even have all these macro options. I just found these macro... Okay. So you walk right through.
I see everything.
You see everything as... Trying to find... There we go. I'd stop if I was you.
It's clear, boys.
It's totally clear as you're stuck in a web. As you walk right into a web you did not even see. That stretches right across from here to here, and you didn't even notice you walked straight into the web, and you are stuck solid.
Someone's placed an invisible wall in front of me. Get me out of this.
We've got you on mute. Mog? Curtis, we're on mute. Can't hear you.
Yes.
There we
Sorry about that.
That's okay. It happens a lot more commonly than you think.
Yes. Let me help get you out of that web. I want to search his pockets and take his stuff while he's stuck in this web.
I yell at my spider to get him off me.
Your spider's in a cage. It's pretty hard to get him to get out of the cage.
Shit.
In his pockets. I'm going to give you options for what you want.
Thought you could just cheat in every single competition without somebody taking your things. I'm going to take
beat you fair and square.
Fair is fair, schmear. We're goblins. Why would you care about such things like that? Now let's see. I'll take this turtle. I'll take this.
Not my turtle.
Well,
Yes.
I'll give you options of what you want to take.
I just want to take all the useless crap from his robes.
Just the robes, because he's got more useless stuff on him. We have, we have spectacles. We have, we've got a gourd of pickled leeches. We've got a juicy slug in a small pot. We've got his mask, a face skull. He's got a metal codpiece. That's going to be a bit harder to get off him. We've got a jester's hat, a pumpkin-headed lantern, a black eye patch with a hole cut out of it so you can see. A hard leather boot, which is his belt pouch, and he's also got a mixture of potions, which you don't know which ones are which.
As an alchemist, I think I can maybe identify those potions. Is there? Can I roll a craft?
I'm reading your stuff, not Chuffy's. What am I doing?
Am I able to roll an escape artist check?
We're looting your body first. It's always best to loot the body of the fallen, and then try to see if he's going to be fallen or not. So I read the wrong one out. I read yours, not his. Chuffy's.
Don't worry about it.
He's got a lock of hair from his good wife Lottie, tied around a dog's paw, worn in a thong. 3 middle skewers. He's got his stuffed raven, pet spider, in a cage. 3 spare cages. A bottle, with bits in it. A child's doll with its eyes taken out, and so the Tinder Twigs, which you do know about, a sewing needle, and he's got his cowbell worn around his neck.
Well then, let's see here. Some of those look flammable, and I want those.
Can I try an escape artist check?
Escape artist, okay. While he's going through your stuff, you can try an escape artist check. Is there anything in there that you're looking to get as he's trying to escape? Is he trying to struggle?
I started off saying that tiny little 3-legged turtle, and I'm going to be trying to take that.
Okay, so you rip a patch off his cloak as he's screaming, and suddenly you've got a 3-legged turtle in your hands that's magically appeared. Chuffy, you're going to need a better escape artist check than that.
I haven't even named him yet.
Yes, struggle! Struggle futilely against my attempts to pilfer your pockets.
This time I want to do something different. I want to leave something there.
Toby, what was that with Rita?
Can Rita just cut the web because she's getting a little irritated? And
you can try cutting the web. Yes.
Okay.
While this is going on,
what do I do with
just do an attack with. It's just going to be more of the damage than the attack.
Okay. Dog slicer.
Oh, actually, no. I'll let you just cut the web this time, because there's no real big struggle. You've just got 2 people trying to, well, one person trying to escape, and I don't know what that. I'll let you just cut the web in this case. You're not in initiative order. There's no danger. You're just stuck in a web, and the 2 are fighting it out. And you're also stuck in each other's characters. There we go.
Outstanding.
Yeah. So you cut the web away, and you just with the tautness of the web, it just flings back to both trees, and the area is clear.
All right.
Move that away.
Well, that was weird.
Rita's gonna push both of them over as she takes the lead now. No use getting caught in webs. Let me look first.
Fine.
And Mogmurch is coming at the rear with his new Toto.
With the big bombs, I'll stay in the back.
And stop there. Perception check, please, Rita.
All right.
And Chuffy, I'll let you as well.
All right.
And at 15, you see a web right in front of you. And, oh, sorry, 26 and a 24, there we go. So, just give me a moment here. We've got a few things on the GM layer that you all clearly see. That you all clearly see now on your map. There's a lot of web. It's very hard to see, but you know what to look for. There's a lot of web in front of you. And how
I want to burn it.
So do I. You've got those twigs. Get them.
The tin twig is just a match.
I want a lot of match.
Oh, sure. Light a match. What, scared of big fire?
I'm not scared of big fire. I'm gonna drink a dragon brew. I'll show you. So I would like to
Your
cast
dragon brew?
cone of flames on the spider webs.
Okay, so we've got some tokens. There's your token. You should have access to it. You should have access to that token that's on this map now. Am I on the wrong layer? Yep, I'm on the wrong layer, of course. Yep, I just dragged a token for you on the wrong layer. Typical.
Lovely.
There you go. So there's a token for you. Place it where you want it. From yourself. It's a breath from your mouth. Yes. Okay, so you breathe out and you take out some of the flame, some of the webs. And with your breath...
Does it catch fire and spread to other webs?
It doesn't catch fire, it just melts them away. It sizzles them as the fire catches it and just melts them away. And because they're highly sprung, the higher tensions, once you hit the middle, it just pulls the rest out of the way for you and just clears the way for yourselves.
That's how it's done.
Not that
Fires.
impressive. Rita has bigger mouth. Would make bigger fire.
I don't want no fire in my mouth.
I like to see you try.
Give me the rest of those and I'll do it.
No, you use something you have.
You
Give
have,
me an hour and I'll make something that can do that.
just as a heads up, you have
Half an hour.
you have a breath weapon now for the next 3 rounds. You have a breath weapon for the next 3 rounds with that the fire breath gourd. So you cleared that out. I'll let you do another movement. You can now see large numbers of webs.
I'll try and put it. Try and clear out these.
So you're going to try to clear out these 2? Yep.
Yes.
I'm just trying to... I'm not deleting them. Normally I would, but because I'm actually going to reuse these maps. As you clear that out, that gets... I'm going to do an attack roll here. And you may want to try to do an initiative. I'll just clear my initiative order. And then restart it.
There we go.
As a web comes back at you.
Oh dear.
And so I'm just trying to find my counter. And where's my encounter? Where's my web? There we go. So we have a bit of a mix. I don't know why we've got the fire with an initiative, but okay, I'll allow that. I think we had something go wrong there. Chuffy, we don't have an initiative for you. We've got initiative for your fire only. Although I can just use it
You
as yours.
probably clicked on the fire when you were rolling initiative, so it rolled that in place of. So it put that on the tracker in place of you.
Ah, yes.
So that's okay. I can
Alright.
use that as you.
Should I just roll again?
I could change
The
the fire
fire's
sheet,
what you got.
because that's what you've got.
Alright.
I've just got to quickly get one of my monsters. I love being able to just jump in and out of this. There we go. So what you didn't see is you have a spider right beside you. There we go.
How ghastly.
Yeah. And the spider's actually named. Lots of legs, eat goblin babies many. He's a well-known scary individual in this
Very
area.
descriptive name.
The goblins have lots of descriptive names because they're not that smart. Why isn't that working? Of course it's not working. There we go. I'm having lots of problems with this, I'm sorry guys.
Take your time.
Yep. It's
Hold
the
on, I'll
first
look
time
at
for
whatever
me.
you're doing in the Roll20 to see if I can help you out.
Yeah, you've got thousands more hours in here than me. But we've got it. So, we've got our initiative order. We've got an attack as well that came through. Should have come through. Did it come through? No, it didn't. Oh, sorry, scrolling, yes. So a web comes through and misses. So touch attack 8 is not going to hit you. So web gets thrown out from you, and the spider then, whoever comes first initiative, comes out of his tree. And let's see if we can do an attack. And misses. He misses Rita. And it is now Rita's turn. Rita's initiative.
Alright. She's going to attack with her dog slicer.
Yep.
Where is it?
And that hits and does 4 damage.
Okay. Who needs party games when you could kill things from real?
And Mogmurch, you're right there. Right in front of the spider. The giant spider at that.
It sure is a big one. Let's see. I will do the same thing as Rita.
Another hit.
That is...
That's only 4 damage. It's
There
not,
we go.
It's not a horse.
It's a weapon, and I don't have many other good ones.
You do have a lot of bombs, fire, and acids, and other bits and pieces. And Chuffy.
I'm gonna burn him with the fire I'm still spewing from my mouth.
So place the fire where you want it to be. Hang good if needed.
Almost. Now it is. Gonna burn the tree too.
And that should be 2d6 damage from that. It'll be under your
Alright.
normal attacks, I believe I put it into.
Whoopsie.
Oh, you can
What
do
have
it that way.
trees ever done for anybody? Burn that shit.
How do I do the roll?
There's a little
Slash,
dice button on the left side. You can just do it out of there.
You could also tap slash roll 2d6.
Yeah, I forgot the slash.
Yep, that's all.
Oopsie.
Once again, new sheets coming from
Is there
Pathfinder.
space?
Much better.
There it is.
That worked. Whoa!
Oh,
You just burnt him.
Now that's some big fire.
Watch and learn,
That's
boys.
a dead spider. Whoa, that's a dead spider. He curls up, he falls out of his tree, which he was still half clinging to, falls on the ground, turns onto his back in the classic spider ways, his legs all come in and then just stop. And he's gone. He is dead. No life at all. And a little bit of smoke coming off him. The smell's not pleasant, but you're goblins, you're used to it.
Chuffy, I was wrong about you. You make big fire.
Thank you.
Take your three-legged turtle back.
That's gonna be a lovely snack.
And so that's Lost Legs Eat Goblin Babies Mini. A nice little XP haul, but I don't expect you to go up any levels anytime soon. So is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to check for any more spider.
Check for any more spiders?
Does he have the corpse?
Sorry?
I would like to search to see if the bones of the goblin babies he's eaten many of are still around.
Well, you'd need to do a search for that. So
Alright.
that'd be a perception. And that's one good perception. That's two good perceptions.
You weren't very good.
Yeah, that's two. Yeah, the difficulty is actually only 12. Up here, in the top corner, above you, there's the nest of lots of the spider. I'm not going to keep on saying his name. It's a tongue twister for me. It really gets annoying for me. And I'll just bring up my GM notes because you have just gotten treasure. Okay. So inside the little cord of the spider queen, it's the spider queen to you. There's a wax paper package containing 6 pieces of licorice flavoured taffy, a small masterwork crossbow with 11 bolts, 24 gold in copper, shiny pieces of glass, pretty stones and other goblin collectibles, and there's a bag of face paints.
Dibs.
Dibs for the face paints?
Crossbow.
I want the face paints. That's a present for my wife.
I want the gold.
Well, I say 24 gold. It's just 24 gold worth in copper, shiny pieces of glass, pretty stones, and other just knickknacks.
I want the pretty stones.
Yeah. And no one wants the licorice.
Are you kidding me? We're goblins. That's disgusting.
Okay. So
I want
that's
to
our
burn
treasure.
the webs with my last bit of fire breath.
You can aim it to get rid of all the webs with your last bit of fire. The web over here on this tree is going to remain, because you will run out of fire before then. So if you want to put those
That's
onto your
fine.
sheet, you can put them onto your sheet. The crossbow is probably a bit harder to put onto your sheet, but it's up to you.
Probably add it here.
You know how to add it,
It's,
go for it.
What's the crossbow called? It's a masterwork crossbow.
A masterwork, so you just click on the master
I don't see it in here.
as you're adding.
Not in the handouts, at least. Oh, I see. It's WMWK. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a button there for it.
Yeah.
Wrong one. Trying to select your tokens and
I'll just put those face paints there.
I'll move our maps to our next map. So it's only a short adventure. That was actually designed for 4 people, not 3. So I'm going to have to up the difficulty if I do this again. I do have others. That could have been much worse. It could have been a
It would have been way worse if you webbed us.
It would have.
Then we would have burned to death.
Yep, because friendly fire is turned on. Friendly fire is always turned on. So we're back. So we're at the end point of the journey. Have you finished putting it in, Toby? Almost there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the damage
Okay,
sheet here.
no problem.
Spawn, it's 1d6.
Yep.
Okay, I think I have it right. So a range of 80.
I think your range is going to be
+1.
It's not +1. It's just if you click on masterwork, it'll give you +1 to attack.
Okay. I
Yep.
thought I heard you say +1
Yep.
earlier. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So we're at the X marks the spot on our map. You've been journeying for half the night. It's not a big travel. You should be back by dawn if all goes well. And you're at the edge of the swamp where you know there's an old shipwreck. The shipwreck's an old legend. Not many people come around this area because it's cursed. There's some very bad people, very bad things in the area. The worst of which is the actual worst of the swamp, which is Vorka, the cannibal. So Vorka was once the wife of one of the goblin chiefs long ago, and she had a disagreement and killed her husband, and was then run out of the tribe many years previously. She's kept to herself, and all the goblins avoid her, mainly because she has had a propensity for actually eating goblins. So whenever a goblin disappears or never comes back from a patrol, it's usually just believed that if the creatures of the swamp didn't get them, then Vorka certainly did. And this, you realise, is where your journey ends, at Vorka's lair. And
Can I ask a question?
yes,
In Monmerch's bio, it says he is 10 years old. Would he have any way to maybe remember Vorka?
he would have been a pup still. He would have been just a pup.
Ah, damn.
From Vorka's time. Vorka would be in her 20s. A very
That's old for a goblin.
Goblin, yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
ancient.
Ancient goblin, almost.
Well, there goes my plans to seduce the cannibal.
That doesn't change anything.
That's a different
That's still
plan.
my plan.
That's a plan I did not expect as a games master. So the games masters out there, never ever bet on your plans going through. They're always going to be different.
Always expect the seduction too.
Alright, Chuffy, I've got
Yes.
plenty of drugs in my bag.
Oh, we just lost.
Oh.
So
Nope.
sorry about that. We just lost video. We'll hopefully be back in very soon. It's coming back now.
It keeps happening. Sorry about that.
There we go. We're back. And we'll come through again. There we go.
As I was saying, Chuffy, if you can set yourself up with with Vorka the cannibal, I've got a bag full of drugs for your personal use. You will have a wonderful night, I promise you.
I'll have her in my room by the end of the night.
Oh,
In my room, I mean, under some leaves.
oh, that's not good.
Rooms are for the long-legged pink men.
Oh boy, that's not good. So as you start moving off, down south below you, you hear some movement, and you actually
I ready my bombs.
is that just on the outside of your vision there?
I can just barely see something.
Okay, so I thought that's about right. So just on the edge of your vision, you can see something moving behind the tree, and you hear a neigh, and you know that it's not a dog. It's worse than a dog.
Is it a horse?
It's a horse. The worst creature for a goblin, a horse. So can I get an initiative?
I am ready to stab this horse.
No stabbing, only slicing.
It's a dog slicer that I'm going to
that.
use to stab a horse.
It makes perfect sense to a goblin.
Buddy, I don't know why you're sniffing around on the floor here. There's no food in this room. Sorry about that.
That's okay, I'm just having problems with... Why that wasn't working. I'll just have to copy and paste from the other side.
Oh, damn, Chuffy, you are ready to go.
When I see horse, blood runs course.
Sounds right.
There we go, that's working. That should come up working. And... descending. There we go. We move our order across the side. And we have Chuffy just in front of Stomp. So Chuffy, what would you like to do?
I've done this type of thing before. I'm going to mount that horse.
Okay, I thought you were about to say run away, but mounting's also an option. Just setting up every time I move you across to a new scene, we lose your names.
I thought the plan was to mount Vorka the cannibal, not the horse, but I'm game.
It's all training, all part of it.
I gotta build up in levels. It was the pig, then the horse, then the... So where is this horse? How close?
Okay. That's where you can see.
I'm able to get to it within my movement.
You came from about here.
What is my movement?
30.
It
60
should
for
be
a charge.
30 feet. 60 feet if you wanted to charge it, but you need a straight line for that.
I'll let you charge it diagonally. I know Pathfinder.
Would I be able to-
There's a bunch of crap in his way.
Yeah.
Would I be able to sprint and then climb, or does that require an action?
I'll allow you to sprint and do a climb check. You're going to have a penalty to your climb check.
Alright, I'll take it.
But you've also got the ring of climbing, so I'm expecting that climb check to be really easy.
Alright, here we go.
Good thing I didn't steal that ring from you earlier.
Yes, it was.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Skills, open up. Here we go.
So, yeah, even with the
Is that
penalty...
with your bonus?
That's with the bonus.
Yeah, I can see that in there.
Oh yeah, you're a goblin, I forgot for a second.
Yep. First level goblins are amazing characters. Got so many bonuses.
And then
Special to self,
also
actually.
plus 10 from the ring too, right?
Yeah.
That's plus with that's with the ring.
So,
Yes.
you run up, charge through the water, run up, jump off the tree. You actually catch a couple of limbs as you're coming through to do your mount, and spectacularly jump on top of the horse. And I'm going to do a strength check, essentially, to throw you off. And that's just how it's going to be. So, I'm just going to ask, you would know how to... Sorry. Curtis, you would know the CMD system better than I would. With your...
Would I use a ride check to counter the strength check?
We can do a ride check to counter the strength check if you'd like. I'm just going to bring up my stomp for the moment. See how much I've got details to...
It looks a lot like you're running circles around here to avoid somebody rolling a grapple.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the CMD system, I'm sorry. It's too overly complicated.
Oh, I don't blame you, it's awful.
Yeah. So I'm just going to do a straight strength against your ride. Oh my god, you have stayed on. I was not going to give you. I was actually going to give you a big penalty. I'll be open. I was going to give you a penalty of 10 because it's a wild horse. You've just jumped on it. There's no no anything to hold, and it's trying to kick you off, and you stayed on.
This is my horse.
Anyone else's actions? We have Mogmochi's next.
Rada's just amazed mostly.
Is inspired by Chuffy's display, I would like to charge at the horse with my dog slicer with a bane against horses.
Yep, I think you make that. Should be just enough in reach.
Yeah, I think I can get there. It's large.
And I'll allow it, yeah. I'm trying to be a bit freeform on these, because it's supposed to be a fun adventure.
Yeah.
And I suck!
Oh no.
And you miss! Why has it got attack type down?
Man, even I...
So you actually missed the horse.
I was inspired, not competent.
Overconfident is the word. Overconfident. I just move that across the side of the screen.
How do I tame horse?
I don't think we have like a month or two to tame
No.
the horse.
No.
Mm.
Especially one
I'll
that's
just have to dominate completely.
Rita, what would
If
you
I
like
was
to do?
She's gonna move over here and just be ready to shoot. She doesn't want to get too close to the horse, especially with it bucking around with Chuffy on it. So she's gonna stay back and have her new crossbow ready to shoot.
Sorry, Curtis, you were about to say.
I was about to make a joke and I forgot the punchline.
Okay, that's always annoying. It's back to Chuffy. What are you trying to do on top of this horse, apart from keep holding on?
I'd like to try and get some steering going on. I'll try and steer it towards the water.
Drown
Animal
the
handling?
horse.
Alright.
+5. You can find your animal handling.
Come on, sheep.
Yeah.
Animal. Is animal handling a skill? Handle animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm used to so many editions of everything. You actually get on the horse. I'll just move it around. You're on the horse, and you can steer it into the water. Because that's exactly where it wanted to go. That is why you get your bonus. It's wanting to take you into the water. Horses can swim. It doesn't know if goblins can either.
I want to try and steer it in this direction.
Which direction?
Or I can't flick.
You can hold down the map. Give me a ping.
What happened to, did someone leave the game?
Yeah, it popped out for a second. I don't know. Like the whole window just reset.
That's okay. You're coming back in. I can see you. It's a little bit of problems with Roll20. Other than that, it's a great interface. Highly recommend it. So, where would you like to try to direct Stomp?
There we go.
Trying to bring him over here.
Okay, so you're going to try to... I'll ask for another... No,
Another ride check?
another ride check. But this time with no bonuses. Because that's not where it wanted to go. It wanted to go in the water, but that's not where it wants to go.
So do I just roll a regular d20?
Yeah, if that's what you've got no pluses.
If you've got those skills things, you should click on all skills and then ride.
Yeah.
Alright.
That should be in there, yep.
As a goblin, you should have some bonus because your dex is high.
Yes. Let's see, right. There it is. Still 8.
Okay, that's
17.
You can get to here. Actually, I'll put you there because there's logs under the water here, which makes it hard. And Stomp is being controlled by you with a successful ride check. So, Mogmerch, what would you like to do?
Well, that horse just ran away from me.
It did.
So I can't quite hit it with this sword anymore. So I'm gonna do what Mogmerch is famous for.
Throwing fire at it?
Here. Yeah.
Throwing a bomb right at the horse, huh?
Yep. It's large, so maybe I hit its touch with that shit.
Do you want to ping on the map where that is?
Right there.
Okay. That's your bomb. Where is our damage? A ranged touch attack is not going to hit.
Damn. Well, the
8.
splash damage get him.
The splash... You're doing splash damage as in... Unless you hit it and then explodes out. Think of a Molotov cocktail.
Yes. Yeah, and if a Molotov cocktail lands on the ground, it's still gonna do that.
But if a Molotov cocktail lands in water...
Oh, right, this is all
going
water.
to explode, yes. But if you hit it...
Swamp water, I don't suppose there's anything highly explosive in there, is there?
Oh,
there is now, I guess, if your potion's laying in there.
I won't do a check. I'm just going to say no, because that could be far too detrimental for you. not for everyone. Not yeah. Because I'd have to play on both sides. It could actually burn you back. But you throw, it doesn't get any.
Nope. There goes one of my bombs, and I'll hope to hit it again.
You've got others. You've got other things as well.
I've got other things, just nothing I can do in one round.
Yeah. Rita, is there anything you'd like to do hiding up the top there?
Red is gonna shoot at it. Did the alchemist is the alchemist bomb providing some light to make it easier to hit?
Yes.
The
You
horse.
should be able to see light.
So she's not just shooting off into the darkness.
There's enough light that comes through in that round to get that. I'll delete the alchemist bomb after this round.
Okay. Well, she's gonna make a crossbow attack then. Hope I set this up right. Sorry if I didn't.
If you didn't, that's okay. You've still got your bow.
Also, as a goblin, you should have dark vision, right?
Oh yeah, dark vision. But also,
It is only 60 feet of dark vision, though, so
You're
it's
coming close
past
to the
that.
edge of dark vision.
Yeah.
I got check from you, but yes, you totally missed, and you didn't even get close to Chuffy. I'm not going to allow.
It's
Yeah,
for the best.
it's not. You could have had.
Well,
some
at
fun.
least you're not giving Chuffy any new piercings.
Yeah.
No. Chuffy, you're on the horse. What do you want to do?
I'd like to jump over the boat. Or at least past this little barrier part.
So we've got logs above you. Some are in the water, some are out of the water. And
Yes, I'm trying to get to the right of the boat.
and this here is a bit raised up. So the log here, log there, raises up across, and that just made a big mess. So I'll take those off. Just as what's happening with those logs, so it actually raises itself up, and there's planks that actually go onto the platform of the boat. So which way are you trying to go to?
To the right. I can't really ping it for some reason.
So up here?
No, I'm trying to go up the little log and past the boat.
So you're going to try to go through?
Yes.
And through the middle?
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be minus 10 for a horse, to try to get a horse to do that, for a ride check.
Alright. Let's see.
Okay, so you get the horse up to here, and you slip off the horse. The horse goes under the water. And you go on. I want just a reflex to grab onto
Reflex?
one of the planks. Just move the horse down there out of the way visually. So just reflex save.
Alright.
Just to try to grab onto one of the planks or the log as you're going down. Okay.
That's not good.
So you're going to be here, and as you're falling, you grasp onto what looks like a wasp nest that is sitting underneath that plank, and you knock it, and you piss off all the wasps, and now there's angry wasps swarming around where you are.
Can I throw the wasp nest at the horse?
The wasp nest has fallen, and the wasps are swarming you
Oh no.
and the horse.
Am I still on the horse or did it go away?
You fell off the horse. That's the whole. You came off
Oh
the horse.
man.
So don't worry, the horse is going to take some damage, but so are you. Just got to get my encounters here. Wrong one. Final. Swarm.
Alright. Am I still able to do things?
Well, you're trying to do things with trying to get the horse through the middle, and you fell off the horse.
Right. Am I making any checks?
I'm just going to try to find my notes for the spider swarm because it's a bit of a weird one. But not spider swarm. Wasp swarm. Oh, there we go. So, can I get a Dex 13?
Alright.
Or Reflex 13?
Check.
Yep. And
How do I roll dex?
Reflex, sorry. Reflex.
Oh,
I'm used to other systems where they call for Dex, of course. Yeah. Okay, so that's not good again. As the wasps swarm around you angrily, they attack you and you get -1 Dex as they sting.
Ah, crap.
You've still got probably 18 left. It's not a big deal. And they do the same for Stomp. So we move to our next one. Stomp is trying to get out of that. And that's all his action. Trying to get out. That's all he's trying to do. And Mogmerch. It's all on you.
Alright. I think I am the only character here capable of taking care of swarms. I'm sorry for how much this is about to hurt you, Chuffy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh yes, actually. Be able to see what's going on.
Well, you're the one that walked all the way back there and stayed there.
Oh yeah. Well, got a new crossbow. She had to get a chance to use it at some point.
Oh yes, of course.
Alright. That should damage those wasps, and probably Chuffy as well.
Yes, you hit. It's an easy area to hit. And I've just taken that token off the board, didn't I?
I think you did.
Yep. There we go. You hit square back in the middle. Chuffy.
Should I make a reflex save for that?
You should.
Yeah.
Alright.
Another one. And you pass.
Finally,
Yep.
something that isn't terrible.
I think you're a rogue, so you can just avoid that entirely, can't you?
Yeah. I have
no idea.
I haven't put all the sheets in fully because the Pathfinder sheets were too complex for me to put in everything. That's my fault.
That's fair.
That's totally my fault. It's supposed to be a short adventure anyway. But yes, so you throw your alchemist bomb in. It hits the planks. It splashes everywhere. Splashes Chuffy a little bit, but he's got water around him. He ducks. He gets out of the way. You only cop. I'm only going to 2 damage. So I'll round it down for 2. And the swarm gets hit for all its damage and just get all these layers off, and the swarm goes bye-bye.
I take 2 damage?
You take 2 damage only. Only 2.
Now, out of personal curiosity, does that alchemist bomb happen to catch any of that old wood on fire?
No. Not yet. Not yet. We will see. I'll do a roll at the end of the round.
Alright.
And Rita, you can see a little bit.
Nope. That's all for Mogmerch. He doesn't have any swift actions, at least none that I can see on here.
No, I don't think there is any that he's got. I will say, let's go down here. You can also now see a little bit clearer because of the fire. There and there. Chuffy? If you can see those, you can see those.
Oh Lord.
Yep.
It seems we have some bit of a dog problem.
Rita, it's all yours.
A bigger one. Is it bigger than the horse problem?
No.
Rita moves be right by Mogmerch. Is the horse still?
Horse is still down
aggressive, or is
here.
it just running off now.
You don't know if it's aggressive or not. It was just running away from fire, running away from swimming away from fire, swimming away from angry wasps.
Okay.
If it comes back, we kill it.
Or we can ride it again. That was fun.
If Plug were here, he would say that was heresy.
Yes, but then Poog wouldn't be able to ride it
Riding a
anyway.
horse.
Yeah, Poog. Good old Poog.
Well, Poog is the
what
Poog
is
follows
this,
Sarungal, the god of riding.
God of riding, fire, and killing dogs.
Yeah.
I bet we've made him proud today.
Fire bit, yeah. The riding bit too.
You've still got 2
And there are some dogs
to go.
over there.
Yeah, we got time for dogs. Red is gonna equip her dog slicer.
So you moved in quickly with dog slicer,
Yep.
and we'll go to the top of order again. Chuffy. Right, don't mind that roll. Okay. So, there's no fire yet. You don't know if it's taking hold yet. But I'll delete it at your turn.
My turn?
your turn, Chuffy.
I'm going to try and dive beneath deck and try and get stealth.
Okay, so you dive beneath the deck. Underneath, you can see there seems to be a cabin. Under about here, there seems to be a cabin which you can't really see very well. But from this point back is definitely solid. Under here in the front section where you are, there seems to be bits and pieces and just broken crates and things like that. And there's water under there, so you're pretty much going to be under with water in the darkness with ship above you. And it's just crates and jumbled bits and pieces.
I'm going to see what that cabin leads to.
Okay, so the cabin starts about there.
Over here?
There, behind the mask. So these squares here is where the cabin starts. So you see a door. The door is about... I'll change my marker. The door is about here. And as you get to there, it's definitely locked.
I would like to use my thief tools to try and unlock it.
Okay. You can do your thief tools. And do your...
Alright. Is that a skill?
Open locks.
Lock. Is that a... What skill is that? Is that disabled device?
Open locks it should be.
If that would be disabled device.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said it's been too long since
And
I've
using
played Pathfinder.
and using those tools would give you a +2 bonus.
Alright.
Hey, thank you, Karsh.
And if these somehow
teachings.
fail, then we've got fireworks.
So that would be a 21.
Okay, so you unlock the door. Do you want to open the door this round when you've done all that?
I would just like to try and go into stealth mode, just try and hide away from anything that might be coming.
Okay, so do your stealth roll, and we'll leave it at that.
Alright.
And we'll just keep a note of your stealth.
Stealth and it up. Right? Now.
Okay, that's a bad roll for you. It was pointed out on the break that your roll before, was a 2, and you still succeeded in your sneaky rolls in the hide or get hit.
Very sneaky goblin.
You've got a plus 16 to
I
your
am
stealth rolls. Okay, so you've opened the door, also you've unlocked the door to the cabin. You're just hiding there in the darkness, waiting just in case something comes out. So we're up to Stomp. Zooms a bit further.
Yeah, Stomp just looks like he's screwing off.
Good. Honestly good.
Mugmerch.
Now, Mogmerch has a plan. I'm gonna go right over into here. You sit here.
Are you going up or above deck or below deck?
I saw Chuffy go below deck, right?
Yeah. You saw him fall into
then
the
I'm
water
going
and
to
do
go-
a little bit of swimming. Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to go... No, I'll go above deck.
Okay.
Heck. And I'm gonna get something ready. Because we've got a whole bunch of fireworks. And I don't want to go through this without setting at least one of them off.
So you can see above deck. You can see 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just put them into the initiative order now. Where'd they end up? I've got to do that again. And we're down to Mogmerch. So they're above you in the initiative order, which means they're going to go next turn.
All right. I want to aim that firework that we have no idea how big it is or anything, right at that dog.
Which one? Top
This one.
Tickletooth? Scarab Tongue, okay. You've got to light it and wait around, so it fires the next round.
This as long as it's aimed at the dog, I think I'll be fine.
Okay, so you
Or
light
I'll
it
die,
and
whichever.
aim. Got you. Light it and aim. And Rita, it'll be your turn. Unless you want to do something else.
I see him lighting the fireworks, so I'm gonna get over here if I can.
Yep. So as you're up here, you can see a dog up here and a dog down there, and you saw Chuffy go underneath to the south, to the bottom.
And I see him lighting the firework at the other dog, so I'm gonna prepare to fight Tickletooth. I don't think I can get any further or try to charge at him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Scrambling over everything, you know?
Yep. Okay. So while that's going on, is there anything else you wanted to do? Just prepare it and get ready.
Take any of the fireworks today? I don't think I did.
No one actually said who took them. So
No, I guess that's it.
okay. Oh, what am I doing? So I'm just resetting the order again. Where are we up to?
You just did Rita, so
Yep.
it should be Chuffy.
Rita. So what we're going to do is put a couple more people into this order while we're here. Because, well, it's more fun with more people.
While you're doing that, do you mind if I run and grab a slice of pizza?
Yep, do you want to have a just a 5-minute break now while we get that ready?
You get what you need to get ready. I am hungry.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom then.
Got a 5-minute break. We'll be back soon. So we're just going to have a 5-minute break. We'll be back really soon. And we're going to just set up the final encounter. And it's, well, we're already into the final encounter, really. And, yeah. Let's see how many goblins we can kill today. But always remember, whoops, goblin lives matter. So, have a good day, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. My name is Karsh the Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave. Thank you for watching. This is the second installment in what should have been just a one-part installment last week of Be Goblins, a Pathfinder one-shot adventure. We are using Roll20 interface or browser system to have this game. So if you're not familiar with it, stick around and I'm sure I can chat with you afterwards about it. I'm very proud of it. I really like it. And the maps, if you're also curious, from the same Roll20 marketplace, and they're made by Gabriel Pickard. Big fan of his maps. Pretty much most of the assets I use are for him, are from him and his stock. So please, yeah, if you like them, have a look at them. So we're going to jump right back in. Just rolled a few more turn orders in the break and get a few more things set up that the players can't see. They can see the turn orders though, and they do know there's a lot more on this map that they can't see. So we're going to go back into the interface, back into the game, and here we are again. Everyone's unmuted, so we can talk freely.
Hello.
Hello. So the next round, the first thing that happens is there's Chuffy right in front of you, underneath the ship. A click. There's a rattling at the door you are hiding behind, and the door opens. And out of the door, a dog comes out and into the water. Straight out and straight into the water. And he doesn't see you, and he swims around and gets onto the log here. And that's his turn. So Cuddles the dog comes out of the door, and there's a little bit of light inside. You can also see there's a little bit of movement still inside the room that you're standing behind, or standing outside of. He doesn't see you, jumps into the water and swims out onto the logs. So Rita and Mogmosh, you can actually see that a dog comes through and is trying to climb up onto the logs of how to get back onto the ship. Chuffy.
Well, it's a good thing I hid.
Yes, it was. Chuffy, there is movement inside. You know that there's something else in there. What are you going to do?
I'd like to peek inside while also sneaking in there. Is that another sneak check?
You peek inside, you can see that there is a giant frog, and there's what you believe to be maybe a goblin.
Is it the cannibal?
You would believe so.
Get ready for that seduction roll.
Mm.
You got a ring. If you want to propose, now's the time.
Alright. I would like to crawl in there and close the door.
Okay. So you go inside and close the door. Are you going to try to remain sneaky still by doing it?
Yes.
I would like a second sneak roll for that. A stealth roll, please, with your plus 16.
Alright. So,
I've got a number in my head. It's an enclosed space, but that still beats that number. That still beats that number. You are in a very small space, but you still somehow sneak in and move yourself behind a couple of the knickknacks and underneath the chair in this tiny little cabin.
I close the door behind me?
And you close the door behind you, and no one's the wiser. And off screen for you, you hear more splashing in the water. And that's it. The dog's turns. So Tickletooth, from above, rushes at Rita, snarling and biting. And he gets to there, and he stops. And does nothing. Oh wait, what's the...
So it's snarling and biting, but it's not...
Wait, no, he can get one more. He can get to there. He has a collar around him. And he snarls and biting and actually gets to you and doesn't attack. And your armor class is 16. He hits you with 3 damage.
Okay. Down to 11.
And Mogmurch, the same thing. Scale Tom comes from below.
Alright.
From the southern side. Charges at you, snarling and biting. And attacks with a much better attack roll. Does 5 damage.
I don't see the roll yet.
Did it come up as GM only? It shouldn't have.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. My attack should not be all set to GM roll only.
It's probably just slow. It's probably just slow on my end.
Yeah,
I do apologise.
Because I checked the Twitch and I saw it.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah, there it
yep,
is.
5 damage, attack roll 21 to hit your armor class.
Alright, so he pounces on me while I've got this
Rocket.
firework aimed right at him.
Yep. And it is your go. You can... It's going to launch this round. Wherever you want it to go to.
I was aiming it at the dog, and now that he's right here, I'm essentially just going to point blank launch this firework at this dog. Maybe I can shoot him up into the air with it. Have it rain dog down on everybody.
Okay. So that's the firework. And if you can see, you can probably see everything now.
Yeah, very bright.
It's very bright. It is a firework.
Should also be pretty loud.
And pretty loud. And it does D6 Sonic and D6. Actually, can I get an attack roll? A ranged attack.
Sure. What do I roll for it?
Ranged touch attack, I believe it is.
I'm just going to roll my bomb because that's
About it's going to be the
that's
same.
how that's got it.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Like a natural one?
Yep.
A natural 1.
Unfortunate.
So if you rolled the other way, if you just rolled a little bit, I will give you that. But you're definitely inside it. You end up, it charges you, and you just aim it. You just hit the ground below you, and it blows up. It's still going to hit it. It's going to hit you more. It's going to hit you as well. It's okay. It's not going to do anything bad. It's just going to blow you up as well. It may.
Oh, it's definitely going to kill you.
I'm at 5 health. I'm launching a bomb right next to me. Does this set off my other bomb out of curiosity?
No, I'm going to do the... I've got it set up on another character, the Skyrocket, so... It will do... No, that didn't work. So it'll do 1 fire damage and 5 sonic damage. So 6 damage in total.
I need to move this firework so I can get at his health bar.
Yep.
There we are. Negative 1 HP.
Okay, so last week I told everyone when we did our prep, I don't think we did our prep today as much, but also it didn't take us 2 hours to get the videos set up. So when you go to -1, it's okay, you can go to -10. You'll be bleeding 1 round until you get to that stage though. At that, you can raid around, do your song, and that can be your resurrection. Because everyone has a song. You can do it as a beat poem, you can do it however you want. I don't want to put it turning pressure on you, but that's how it's going to work. On the upside, you also killed him. You totally
Good job,
wrecked.
Bog Merch.
I am an excellent goblin suicide bomber.
Yep. So, for those watching, where am I?
Now let's see, what is my song?
And put him to the back. So it should be on your bio.
Yeah, I see it here.
Yep. And just putting, where am I? Putting him to the back. There you go. Putting you to the front, so you should always be visible and clickable. There we go. And we have light everywhere. A spectacular death, that's for sure. So Rita, your go.
I'm going to slice the dog with my dog slicer.
Do your slicey slicey. That is not going to hit the dog.
I don't know about that.
He's certainly not going to hit the dog. He's not got a huge armor class, but it's not going to hit the dog. And more movement inside the cabin as the giant frog leaves the cabin. And
Didn't Chuffy close that door?
oh, sorry, he doesn't. He did close the door, didn't he? He tries to leave the cabin, but doesn't actually leave the cabin. And Vorka leaves the cabin from the back. And as you notice, she seems to be chuffing a potion at the same time on herself as she's leaving the cabin, and she starts climbing. As in Rita, if you turned around, you could see a goblin actually running up the posts on the masts of the ship. And not climbing, but actually running up them sideways. Back to the dogs. So Cuddles. Oops. That's really going to get in the way, isn't it? So Cuddles comes in to attack. And misses from behind. Chuffy, it's all yours. You're in that room by yourself. Now underneath.
I would like to search the room for any valuables.
You can start searching. Everything looks like it's trinkets and shinies and pretties and collectibles, and so what I'll get you to do is get you to do a perception check each round, and I'll give you a one thing or a couple of things depending on how much your perception is each round.
Unless, of course, you look for something specific.
Unless you're looking for something
Just
specific,
any-
of course.
I'm just looking for the best stuff first.
So,
I mean, there is something that we came here to try to get.
mm-hmm. That's a hint.
I'll leave that for later.
Okay, so
I'll
you're
just
looking
want the
around.
shine.
Damn right you'll leave that for later, looks like.
Yep, totally. So you're looking around and you're looking at all the shining, going, yeah, that's not interesting, that's not interesting, that's not interesting. And you find, you find these little decorative, you don't even know what they are. They're like, they fold out, and you like, when they fold out, they're made of paper, and they've got sticks that fold out, and you think if you stick them into something and fold them out, they're going to get stuck. But they're also made of paper, so they're going to burn really, really, really well. So if you want, you can put a paper umbrella on your character sheet.
Alright. I'll put that in my inventory.
Mm-hmm. Useless inventory, but it's inventory nonetheless.
Is that my only turn? Is that all I can do for the turn?
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, all I'm doing is searching the room for any valuables.
then that's what you're doing for that turn. You got a 1.
Alright.
There's not much you can do with a 1. Stomp. And that stomps. And we're back to the dogs again. So Scarab Tongue is removed off the order. Tickletooth is going to try to attack again. And that's not a critical, it's only 2 damage. But a 22 is certainly going to hit.
I was going to say. Yeah. Alright, so down to 9.
There are potions throughout the place, and you do have a bleeding companion too. But you also surround.
Don't worry about me.
Mug Merch, -1 health, please.
Right.
Rita, it's on to you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to attack Tickletooth again, because I'm really focused on trying to kill this dog.
Yep.
There's an explosion and everything, but like that's secondary to getting a dog killed today.
And our firework brightness is gone. And that is not a critical.
Okay.
But you do hurt it. It's definitely the more mangy of the two. Most certainly the more mangy of the two. So, the one behind you seems to be a lot more fearsome. And that's where this one comes up. You see a frog on the other side of the ship come over and just perch himself there and looking at you.
Okay.
And
that's my turn. I don't think I can do anything else, really.
Yep. Well, you could. You've already attacked me. You could have tried to run away, but we're just really doing one action per thing. There's no really special things here. Facing ballistic wheels. I'm sure there's more complex rules we could have been using. I'm just trying to keep it simple, more fluid. Volko gets to the top of the ship, and you see her. Well, Mogmosh, as you're lying there, barely conscious, you see as she runs from the mast, there's a little bit of a rope between one mast to the other, and as she's walking deftly over that rope, she pulls out what you just fired. And her hand has got fire in it, and she's putting it to it, and she's starting to light it.
Oh no.
So, and we've got Cuddles. So, Cuddles is going to try to attack. Oops, where am I going? And he does 12 damage. So Cuddles comes up behind you and bites Rita in the back and just does a massive chunk out of you. And I think Rita is going down.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
11. Yeah, she's down to -2.
Yep. So we've got 2 down. Instead of waiting for you to bleed out and keep on bleeding, next round I'll let you do your song, because otherwise you'll be waiting and waiting. Unless Chuffy is just going to sneak away. If he does find what he
what, I can just sing that anytime?
I think instead of having you wait and wait and wait, because this is a stream, we want to have this fun, we want to get you back into the action. So I think next round we'll just bring you all back with your song. And yeah, I think that's probably the easiest way of doing it. But I'll give Chuffy one option. I'll just skip right through the order to Chuffy, because no one else can do anything.
I'll do another perception check to see if I can find any better goodies.
Yep. Okay, you notice in the corner, right where you came in and tried to hide behind, a big red chest. And it's unlocked, you open it, and it's full of fireworks. What do you do? I'm just going to give you this option.
Suggest you light
Are you
them.
going to light them? Are you going to take them and run? Or are you going to take them and
Well,
help your friends?
I'll light them when I need to escape. But for now, I'm still looking for gold and trinkets and baubles.
Okay, so you're sticking around. You're not going to just
Oh,
take
and
and
that
run.
paper thing we were sent to find.
You're sent to find fireworks. This is exactly what you were sent to find. Fireworks.
We were sent to find fireworks?
Yep, that is exactly what the elder said. What the little sloppy guy said as well.
I don't have the best memory.
Rita was talking about it the whole way here. She's real excited about all the fireworks we were going to find. Mogmerch also probably brought something up, I'm sure.
This Mogmerch launched one up. He loved blowing things up. He can't wait to blow up all the fireworks.
Lots of talk about fireworks at some point.
Am I able to... How heavy would this be? Would I be able to carry any of it?
You're a goblin. You're not a giant. So, you're not an orc or hobgoblin. You're the smallest of the goblin race. You couldn't pick up the chest. It's heavy, it's thick. You think that if fire got into there, if you accidentally dropped a candle and you close the lid, the explosion will be contained. That's how thick it is. So it's going to be beyond your ability to pick it up. But you can get armfuls of fireworks if you wanted to.
You know what would make those fireworks easier to carry? If they all blew up.
Fire.
Yeah.
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 That...
It'd also be really fun. That's the most important goblin part of it.
Yes. I'm going to save that as an escape plan for when everyone inevitably finds me. Yeah. I'll leave them a little bit of a goodbye. So I'm still going to be searching this room, alright, without setting the fireworks off.
Okay. So you sat in the room, and I'll come back to the initiative to where we need to do, because no one else is doing anything. The firework actually gets exploded because no one is awake, no one is up, and you hear a big loud bang. And nothing happens because Vorka isn't aiming at the intruders because you're both down. Both Tickletooth goes for a swim, and Scaled Tongue is dead. Just going to move him back. And Vorka is lighting a Dresden candle, and she's just firing it at things. And it's just a little piece of light that shoots out every round, which is what a Dresden candle is. So if you want to do your songs, who wants to do their songs first?
Wait, who's going first?
Who would
It's your
like-
turn initiative first. I'll allow you.
Excellent. Things go boom when Mogmerch throws. Much more fun than using bows. Sometimes where the boom boom blows is not my fault. That's how it goes.
That was good.
Well done. I give that a good clap. Yes, and it's perfect on
You
how
get
you
double
killed
help.
yourself. It works on how you killed yourself.
I killed myself and sung about blowing shit up.
and
I feel like
not your
Mogmerch has
fault.
accomplished everything he wanted to.
Rita, would you like yours?
Yes. Rita chopping, Rita bite, Rita slaying, Rita fight, Rita stabbing, Rita smite, Rita kills it all just right. And she gets, real angry. She was angry before in general, just a low boil angry, but now it's extra level of angry.
Okay. So we'll start with Mogmerch. You're back. You're invigorated.
I just sung about throwing bombs, and this woman who I'm going to assume is Vorka, was just lighting fireworks. Let's see if we can make some magic here, and I'm going to throw a bomb at her.
So she's about 20 feet away, up.
That's well in range for bombs.
And she does have some protection. She's got, in the crow's nest, there's a little bit of a fencing around her. She's peering over, so she does have a little bit of advantage there, and a little bit of protection from your bomb. But you can throw your bomb. Seeing your area effect is not going to make much difference.
She's got some protection from my bomb.
That's not because it's area effect, but if you're doing a bow shot, it'd be definitely protection. Your little bomb.
There we go.
Across. There you go.
15 to her touch.
Let's see if I get my...
Let's see if those set off any of those fireworks she's carrying on her, so she blows up extra good.
That was reflex, wasn't it? Yes.
That is a reflex.
It's not written in. I should have written.
I mean, that would be a reflex for Splash. I'm not sure about her since I'm just hitting her.
Yeah. So 5 damage. Oh, yes, the reflex is for the outside area. So straight 5 damage on her. Well done. First shot. But actually, did
I'm out of bombs, though. I'm out of bombs, though. How many more fireworks have we got? Because they're all going into her.
You do have acid, and you got alchemist fire as well.
Oh, you're right, I do. This will be much more easy.
That didn't work, did it? There we go. So you did drop her a little bit. And you should be able to see the health bars or so. Just see how much they've damaged. Rita.
Can you hear my dog?
We do not. I do not, at least.
Good. They were barking up a storm.
Yeah, I don't hear them.
I've got crows and galahs to contend with here. So, Rita.
Ooh, I just came up with a good plan.
What would you like to do? What is your plan?
I'm gonna open the door and fire a rocket at that toad.
You're gonna fire a rocket here? Oh no, so that's Chuffy. Rita, what's your plan? It's your go.
I am going to. Is this dog is still attacking me, right? The tickle dude.
He is right there. He was gnawing on you.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception?
Perception.
Just a perception for you, just to give you a bit of an idea of something.
Yeah. Skills.
You notice that even though it's gnawing on you, it's right at the edge of its leash.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna attack Vorka then.
And Vorka's up 20 foot.
Yeah.
She's actually up on top of the mast.
Oh, okay.
In a crow's nest.
Oh, she's up on the mast? Okay.
She's up the mast on a crow's nest up there.
Alright,
He has spider climb.
I do have spider climb potion. I'm gonna chug that.
Do you have a spider climb potion? I was saying she had it, but if you've had it,
okay,
you can go hand to hand with her. Wasn't expecting that as a games master. Chug it and you can...
This potion of spider climb. +8 racial bonus on climb, so just gonna roll and add 8 to it.
Yep.
Climb, blah blah blah.
Oh god, yeah.
I hope 28. I think I make it. Hopefully.
You essentially just run up there, and you're in hand to hand with Vorka.
Okay.
Dog
slicer. It is.
Didn't expect that. I just ignore my 2 D100 rolls.
Okay.
Got to do something. There we go. Your dog slicer attacks. That's not going to hit.
Give me a.
Your armor class is More than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you should do the base melee, not the... Do you want to try the actual...
Yeah, I'm rolling the dog slicer now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because that may give you enough plus.
There we go.
You got him. 5 damage, maximum damage.
Okay.
And she...
Yeah, that's it. Snuff that pupper.
She's very, very focused on slicing Vork up. She wants to be... She's rid of Big Bad, and knowing that there's another bigger, badder lady goblin out there, she's real upset about that.
Yep. So, Lord Longtongue, you're just out of his reach. Which is really annoying, because that's exactly what he was going to do. He was going to try to throw his tongue at you and grab you and pull you off where you are. But you're going just out of his reach, so he's going to jump across, and this is getting really busy. I'll move Scarab off the map, out of vision, and you're going to leave it at that. That's Lord Longtongue's attack. Orca, not expecting to be in close combat, does a... She disengages herself. Yeah, she disengages and runs down here. If you want to do an attack of opportunity, I'll allow it, because you are in a weird position. And
yeah, we'll
yeah,
another attack with the dog slicer.
No, you don't hit her. Not with that one. Okay. And that's Rita's turn. We're back to... There's too many objects here.
Stomp's gone. You can take her out of the tracker.
You think Stomp's gone?
The horse.
I know what the horse is. The horse is still here. He's just out of your vision. Yeah. The horse is still there. You've got to get back onto land afterwards. If Chuffy just took those fireworks and tried to swim it back to land, he would have been facing Stomp by himself. Chuffy, it's all you. You don't have a... You do have a target if you were going to do your shooting thing.
Alright. It's my turn, right? I would like to search the area for any more...
Searching.
Toys or baubles or trinkets.
Yep.
Let's roll a perception check. Let's see. There it is.
Another 20. We don't find more fireworks, because you've already found the fireworks. They're the important part. So, let's bring up treasure. Okay, so this time you find a bejeweled silver and jade lantern built to look like a coiled dragon. Not gonna burn, but looks pretty.
I'd also like to take a firework and aim it at Pickle-Tooth Dog.
Yep. Well, it takes one round to light it. I'll let you light that while you're doing it.
Alright.
And it'll go off next round. Stomp, as I said, is still out there. Doing nothing though but waiting. Tickletooth moves to the end of its leash again. Can't really do anything. Just snarls and yells and barks. Mugmurch, you're back. And the fire is actually still up on the mast. On the mast.
A little toasty up there.
Well, as long as that's on fire, that should be brighting up this whole place for us. Let's see if I can spread some more fire around by throwing an acid flask over at Vorka.
Wait, did you say spread some more fire by throwing acid?
I might have said that, but I certainly meant alchemist fire.
Okay, just checking. So straight on where Vorka is.
Yep. I don't know Chuffy's under there.
Yep. You don't.
Ooh. That's nice and bright.
Yep. That's nice and
And
bright
that's
now.
2d6, right?
That's 2d6. Yes. I'm just going to check to see. Okay, we don't have any of the holes there.
There you are.
7 more points of damage. God, you're burning all
Actually,
alive.
since I'm an alchemist, add 2 to that, because I get my intelligence bonus to that.
You would know more than that for me. I'll trust your judgment. So, and I remember, yeah, flicking through everything. So yeah, she's burning well. I'll just do another check to see if that's going to catch as well. As in on
I
deck.
hope it does.
Nice.
Okay.
Hey, 69! I'll show myself out.
And Rita, where are you off to?
I'm gonna jump down on the frog.
Okay. So this side,
Okay.
I'll move this token a little bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump down. Or land on here. Is there a jump check in Pathfinder?
You can do a jump or a climb. I'll allow you to do a climb.
Okay.
Because you've also got your climb bonus as well at the moment.
Yeah, the 8 bonus.
I'll still give it to you.
10.
I'll give it.
That counts for anything, but it was a critical fail.
Yeah, it was. So back in the second edition, they used to have an amount for just have an amount for falling. I'll just use that. Second edition Dungeons and Dragons, that is 5. Could have been
It is a d6 per 10 feet in Pathfinder.
same for second edition.
Oh, it's for 10 feet? Oh, no.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, but you got a good bonus, so I'm only going to do 5 damage.
Okay.
You still got your plus 10 on top of your roll. So yeah. Sorry for the helicopter. It's a bit strange out in the country. So you jump down.
Attack against himself?
You can do an attack. I'll allow an attack.
I'm sorry, I can't. You're breaking up for me. I can't hear if you said anything.
I will allow an attack. You can attack.
Okay. Well, she tried. That's the important part.
So I've just had a helicopter fly right over my house, and that's really weird living out in the sticks. It's like we had a police helicopter come around for like the first time ever about a month ago. It scared the crap out of us. Anyway, you miss. That's not going to be enough to attack Lord Longtongue. Most of these people don't have much armor, but you're going to not do much against that. And Lord Longtongue is going to try to attack you back. He's going to try to do a bite. And he's going to miss, of course. And it's Longtongue. Vodka is running out of the fire and trying to get the heck out of here. And she just she drops down to see Chuffy going through all her stuff. All her stuff. So she screams at you, saying, yelling, saying, "I'm going to eat you. You're going to taste nice and fine now that you're already in my cookery. Or now that you're in my dining room." And she casts. Find the right spell.
Chuffy, it's time to make your move on this
Summon
one.
Nature's Ally.
Oh, I'm about to make a big thing.
So she summons Nature's Ally. There's a lot of spell there that's just come up on chat. Don't worry about that. What she does is summon. And people on stream can see. And where's my ship? There we go. she summons another dog. Because she likes dogs. Because goblins are scared of dogs. And the dog attacks. And misses, of course. So, Cuddles comes back. Cuddles and Mugmerch. Oh, there's so many dogs. So many dogs. And Mugmerch, you're going to get attacked and you're going to get hurt.
But it does not trip me if that's what it's trying to do.
No. No, it's just got bite and trip already just written in, so don't worry about that. He does bite you though
for 11 damage, and I'll go down again.
Yep. And don't worry about waiting. We'll just skip around and then you can come back with your song. Instead of doing the minuses. It's not going to work. It's going to be too much work. Chuffy, you've got a dog.
Oh,
and Rita.
Is it my turn again?
It's your turn, and you've got a dog in front of you, and you've got Vorka on the other side of that dog.
I would like to redirect the rocket I aimed at Tickletooth at these two.
Right, because you did have that saved, and you did have it lit. Point.
And it's going to go off this round, so I'm going to redirect it at those two, and try
on the
and
map.
kill
Just
the both.
Do a blip where you want it to. You haven't seen how big they go though.
It's not letting me ping anything, I don't think.
So
basically in the middle of those two. Yeah.
Right in between them?
Basically far enough away from me, but close enough to them.
So the far enough away from
corner
you, that's probably going to be... This is the furthest way you can go back.
Yep.
That part. Square there. And Skyrocket.
Will that take an action? Or
that's
just
your attack. That's your attack.
Oh, alright.
That's your... Because you're doing an attack. If you can do a ranged attack, it should be on your...
Oh, what is my range? I can't find it.
I've got it up there for you. So just click on range right at the top of your base attacks up the top there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 19. You get it exactly where you want it to be. It's not going to even touch you.
Lovely.
And I've got it set up on Vorka's sheet, so it's not her attacking you, it's you attacking her. It's just these... I didn't know who was going to have the skyrockets. 8 damage.
How much damage is that?
That's 8 damage on the dog, 8 damage on Vorka.
Am I able to do another perception check as well, to see if I can find anything in the room?
Well, the room's all lit up, so you can do a quick... This is not working.
Alright,
The room is instantly lit up. It is bright in here. It's more than daylight.
Alright. Oh, it's not skills.
Yeah, so I'll allow you to spot, but you won't be able to see. You won't be able to get it. You'll be able to spot something. Okay, so let's see what's the shiniest thing in here. Because it's going to be reflective. You see not far from you, and it wasn't caught in the burst, a potion bottle. You can't reach it yet, but you see what looks to be a potion bottle, and it's pink in colour.
Ooh, yummy.
And that's your round. Stomp is still out there. Tickletooth is still snarling. He's doing nothing unless you come near him. Mogmerch, it is on you. Things are firing.
Things go boom when Mogmert throws. Much more fun than using bows. Sometimes where the boom boom blows. It's not my fault, it's how it goes.
Nice. There we go. 10 hit points back. And we now have your go if you want. Is there anything you wanted to do?
Alright.
So under the decks, you do see light flashing.
I don't know what's going on under the decks, but it sure seems like there's a fight.
Yeah.
I would like to come over here, roughly, and throw an alchemist fire down below the decks.
Okay, you can do that. So can you ping? Is it going to be exactly where? As in right there? Okay.
Yep.
That's exactly where it's going to do. Can you do your damage, please?
Alright.
Nine. Okay. Chuffy, we'll just break our initiative right now, and I'll give you an option. Are you going to grab some fireworks? Are you going to jump out of the door, which you're standing right beside? Or are you going to try to close the lid of the fireworks case as the fire seems to be dropping into the fireworks case?
Can I also grab that shiny thing I saw?
There's the shiny thing right beside you. You can grab that and get out the door. Or you can get out, or just jump out the door, or try to grab some fireworks, though they may be lit as you jump out the door. And you may cause some damage.
I'm gonna grab the shiny thing and close the chest.
I'm giving you one option. You close the chest,
Alright.
or you jump out the door, and by jumping out the door you can grab the potion because it's right there. But you're not going to be able to do too many things here.
I'm just gonna close the chest then.
Okay, close the chest. Take 5 damage as you get a little bit of splash. Sorry, 4 damage as you get a little bit of splash from the fireworks. From the flame.
4 damage?
Yeah, just 4, because you're putting yourself into that flame.
Alright.
And the chest is closed. So if it does go off, you may be safe. You also see Vorka is burning to death. Quite clearly to death, and so is... and the dog disappears under the flames. So, nice work. You've still got a frog upstairs. And so, Rita, it's your action. Back to you.
I've got a pocket full of caterpillars, and
Yeah.
I want to throw them in Lord Longtongue's face and run away from the fire. Is that feasible? Is that something I can do?
Well, the fire up here is above you.
Oh well, there's a fire behind me that.
This one's at your level, and it's definitely it's starting to take hold. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can throw them. I'll give you just either a touch attack or something along the lines, depending on how high you get. Depends on if you get him into his mouth or not.
Melee attack.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
You throw the handful of caterpillars into Lord Longtongue's mouth, and he's so stunned he's not going to get an attack of opportunity as you try to run through and away from the fire.
Back over here, hopefully out of the range of Tickletooth.
There's still this one.
There's that dog, huh?
Yep.
Well, I think that's my turn.
Yep. He's actually called Cuddles.
Okay, Cuddles.
His nameplate didn't come
Tickletooth's
out.
the one that's stuck up there.
Yeah, he's the one that's stuck
Yeah.
up on the leash, so couldn't get any further than that.
The two on the deck did have leashes.
He's the one who's going down with his ship.
Yes. Yes. And vodka. Delete. And Cuddles is still active though. And we have another attack, AC 20, and 8 damage.
Okay. I'm down to 1. It's more than enough, honestly, if I'm not dying.
That's 2. Chuffy. Because
Is there?
In-
Am I?
Yep.
What are my options?
um,
Is there? Is the fire
This-
spreading in the room?
you know it's going to spread really quickly. The firework lit things up in an enclosed space and just moved everything around, and then that actually lit it up even better with the alchemist fire that came in. Alchemist fire is a flame in water. So if there's water, alchemist fire will float on top of the water. It will keep it aflame. It will burn things really good. So you're not going out how they came in. The only way to get out is the back door, which is how you came in.
All right.
And there's not much space left in there for you.
I'm gonna grab a potion and try and get out through the back door.
Yep.
Am I able to drag the chest along with me?
We went over this. It's
You're a goblin.
very heavy.
Little tiny goblin guy.
Can I just carry it, drag it a few inches just outside the door?
You're a
No,
goblin.
still a
It
goblin.
is very heavy.
Okay.
What I'm
I'll
trying to
just
explain here
I'll just
is that
I'll-
even a couple of
It
hobgoblins...
weighs about 4 times your weight.
Yeah.
I'll just hope it doesn't burn through the chest.
So it's very
And I'll
heavy.
take the potion and try and get out of there.
So you can get out, you're underneath the ship. There's no problems. And you're in the water in case you do get little licks of flame here and there. So place where you want to be underneath the ship. You can get to up to this line up here, where you won't be able to attack because your swimming takes a bit more movement.
Alright, I'll try and get over here.
And because you're down there, Cuddles isn't going to be able to attack you because you're up a little bit. I'm assuming Reader's up on the planks.
Am I able to drink one of my potions? I have a potion of Cure Light Wounds.
Yep, I'll allow that one.
What?
I'll allow, yes. Potion of Cure Light, yes.
Alright. What do I roll for that? Is that a...
1d8 plus
1d8.
1.
A Cure Light Wounds is 1d8 plus 1.
Alright.
So, yesterday I imported all this into 5th edition, so I'm also getting confused.
Yeah.
That's 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So 5 back.
Back to 13 health.
Yay! And Stomp is still about. He's snorting and neighing. Tealtooth is seeing that there's stuff going on but can't reach you. And back to Mogmerch. There's fire underneath you. You did well. There you are.
Let's screw around here so I can move Mogmerch.
You should be able to move now. I moved everyone to the back.
Alright. I've started a pretty good fire down there.
You fool! That's where the fireworks are.
Then there's gonna be a really fun explosion in a few seconds. And since I've been told that, I'm not going to bother trying to light the other bit of the ship on fire. The fireworks should get it. So I'm going to move right over here. Alright, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do a little goblin backflip over Cuddles to land on this side of him.
Acrobatics, I think that would go for. Or is
That would be an
jump,
acrobatics check.
Yeah. I'd say about 15 for this.
It would normally be against the dog's CMD, but that's how it'll go then. Let's see here. Come here.
You're also jumping onto a slanted log that's half in water. So I could have raised it a bit higher.
There's a 15 for you.
Somehow jump over Cuddles. Somehow. And land on the log, which is half in the water. It's actually quite slippery, but you still manage the landing. What would you like to do after
And now
that?
I will be flanking with Chuffy. So your sneak attack dice should apply to this dog should you decide to stab at it.
Lovely.
And have you got enough to be able to attack still? I'll let you
I
get
do
an
not.
attack. Oh, I'll let you get an attack in because you did something. I'll let you get an attack because you did something creative there, and you didn't fall on your face into
Alright
the water.
then. Add 2 to this because I am flanking with Chuffy.
Yep. And you miss. He has an AC that's quite high, even with your flanking.
That figures.
Yep. And Rita. It's apparently
Well,
stuck
just
on at the
like-
moment.
I'm going to drink a potion, Cure Light Wounds.
Yep.
Roll for that.
It doesn't automate, does it?
Also the 1d8 plus 1.
Yep.
So 5? Okay.
Yep.
Do I still get an attack?
I'll allow
That
it.
use
I'm
bag.
nice. It's right at the end. It's clean up, really.
So I do get an attack? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll allow an attack. I'll allow an
Okay.
attack.
Yeah,
We pretty much clean up.
Yeah. Alright.
But if it was one of the lesser dogs, I wouldn't call it. I'd just say, "Yep, done." But no, this guy is actually the biggest here. Oh, by the way, Cuddles is the worst enemy on the map out of all those there. It was the biggest. So yep, Low Tongues run away. Cuddles attacks back. Eeny, meeny, miny. It's got to be you, Mogmerch.
That's fair.
Yeah. He's beaten Rita down enough times.
Doesn't like the taste of
And
revenge.
doesn't attack. He misses.
Lucky me, because that would have taken me down again.
Yeah. He does the most damage. He's got the best armor class. Not the highest hit points, but definitely, yeah, the damage. So we move to Chuffy again, who's flanking with a sneak attack.
Alright. I'm gonna hit him real slicey dude.
You get a +2 bonus to this attack, remember?
Alright.
And you will do an extra d6 damage because you are flanking and a rogue.
Let's see. Sneak it.
And that's not going to help.
That's just the damage. I don't think that's an attack roll.
Oh wait, no, that's just your damage roll
Oh,
for your sneak attack.
whoopsie.
You still have to roll
That's
the
my
attack.
programming.
Alright.
That's on me.
How do I roll it? Where is it?
Just your normal.
Man, these character sheets are so confusing.
That's why I tried to do the
Hotbar should be at
macros.
the top. Yep, you're up at the top. It says all attacks, all defenses, all skills, combat skills only, equipment.
Yeah, dog slicer.
Alright. Think.
You need to roll
That's the sneak attack again. You're just trying roll a regular attack and then a sneak attack.
Okay, I'll do it. Dog slicer. I'm just going to click on it for you. That's all it is. My macros. That's all it was. So you attack of 18. You hit 3 damage. I'm going to take. I'll take your second or your last sneak attack. Wait, no, wait. I'll take your last sneak attack. And so
My what?
7 damage.
Alright.
There we go. So 7 damage didn't do a huge amount to him, even with the sneak attack. And Stomp is just going. He's seeing how this is turning, and his ship's on fire. Or his master's ship is on fire, so he runs. He's gone. Tiggletooth is snarling and biting, and he's not going anywhere. He can't get to you. Mogmuch. It's... Yeah, we got everyone. Mogmuch is yours again.
Mine again? Alright. I'm gonna miss horribly.
Yep. So, Rita?
Yeah, dog slicer.
Yep, dog slices are good.
Dog slicer to slice the dog. Please slice this dog today.
That's a good damage and a good hit. Oh, we lost. Let's switch across to here.
Again.
So we just lost Curtis for a moment. He's coming back in now. That's another good hit. That's another 5 damage. He's looking hurt. He's certainly there. You're getting down. And we're coming back into our interface. There we go. So yes, he's definitely going down. He's getting hurt. And as you can see on your screens, his damage is quite there. But he is one that can do the damage back. So Cuddles instead jumps into the water and tries to flee. Because you're just surrounding him. Do your attacks of opportunity if you would like.
Yes.
Alright.
I'm slicing this dog.
That's all 3 of you. Is he going to get away alive, or is he going to get away dead? No? Oh wait, Toby's... No. Mogmerch, yes. And Chuffy, yes. But he still hasn't... let's see how much... He had 5
Chuffy,
hit points
still roll
left.
your sneak attack.
Hmm?
He was flanking when he provoked that attack, so I think you still get your sneak attack.
Oh. So
Well-
what is that? +3 or +4?
It's a D6.
D6.
Oh.
Yep.
Let's see then. Special sneak.
Yep, 1 point of damage gets him over. That's it. 1 point of damage.
Alright.
And let me do a couple of percentage rolls.
The dog.
That's what we're doing. A
Go
couple of
Goblin
percentage
Cave.
rolls. You did well. Everyone else has fled?
We still got a horse to chop.
Stomp
The
felt
horse
run
ran
away.
I think.
It's over there, you can see it.
Okay.
See him.
So, the fire is definitely taking hold. I can take it off the map if that helps. The fire is definitely taking hold. And after a few minutes, pretty much at the end of your combat, right then, a massive explosion goes off.
I cheer.
So, can I get a reflex save from everyone quickly? So as Cattles tries to jump off the ship, and you strike him down, he flops into the water. A massive eruption goes off behind you on the ship. Water goes everywhere. And Rita somehow stays on the ship, stays on the planks, and both Mogmoch and Chuffy fall off into the water as fire just erupts the entire screen. The entire area. As all of the fireworks go off.
Magnificent!
Fire! Fire!
It was always a possibility, but yeah, it happened. So you do crawl to the shore. A little bit worth for wear. A little bit of flame. It's not going to cause you any damage. It's more of the wafting everywhere. So I'll just put this at the back. It is the back layer, so you can get out of there. There you go. So you do get out of the flame. It's not going to hurt you, but everything just lights up. Everything is gone. And if you're very sadistic, you can sit there and wait and watch for the other section of the boat catch on fire and the screams of Tickletooth burn alive as well. He's chained to the mast because both of those dogs up top were feral dogs, and they'd actually attack Rita, Vorka, if she came up and she had to use spells to stop them from doing that. But they're good guard dogs attacking everyone. And you survived somehow. Well done, guys. Clappies.
Go Goblin team.
I didn't expect
Let's
that.
sit here and watch some fireworks.
Oh yeah, the fireworks goes
Goblin
off.
Heroes now.
Yeah. There's other bits and pieces go off. The fireworks aren't as impressive as when you use them yourself, but you think that the fire actually is big enough to actually be seen by the camp. And you don't know how welcome you're going to be in camp, though. So the choice is, are you going to go back to camp, or are you going to find adventures elsewhere?
Rita's going back to camp.
Because
I've got a wife.
She's got a lot of bragging to do about all the dogs she killed, at least 20.
Maybe she'll be my wife soon.
That depends. Is your face as tasty as mine?
Far tastier.
Have you seen his pimples? Of course it's tastier.
Oh yeah, pimple time for Chuffy. Let's bring up Chuffy's pimples.
Oh yeah.
I've probably got something that can get rid of those pimples for you.
Speaking of something, I found this great little potion before the boat exploded. It's pink and smells weird.
I take one look at it, and I say to Chuffy, that is a potion of goblin heroism. If you drink that, you'll be remembered as a legend forever.
I drink it.
Now let's find out what it really did.
High or low?
It's a good way to test potions.
High or low? Chuffy? Get a choice between high or low.
Hi.
Rita looks awfully attractive to you. Awfully attractive to you. In her halfling bridal veil and corset wedding dress. She looks on the verge of... Well, she looks like the perfect bride for you. And you're madly, hopelessly in love with Rita. And Rita, you see this affection come over Chuffy.
Immediately.
And yes, it was a potion of
Dunked in.
love. A pilfer of love.
Rita, you should drink this with me.
I'm not drinking any of that potion. You can drink some of the fog for all I care.
Rita, I love you. I offer Rita the shiny jeweled lantern I found.
Alright, okay, yeah, I'll marry him.
You've got a ring on you to propose with.
This is much more valuable.
Yeah, no, it's my lantern now.
Well, the lantern's bejeweled. It's beautiful. It's in the shape of a coiled dragon. It's actually, it's probably as good as what some of the trinkets as Chief Gotwald has in his moot house. So it's pretty valuable. It's for a goblin. It's up there.
And I have a husband who's going to do everything I ask him to, so that's pretty cool. That all works
Just
out.
got a slave husband.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
great effect of a love potion is.
as you go back to the village, there's no more encounters. You can see behind you the entire way the fire in the distance, and you're just slowly going further away from the fire back to the village. And you can still see it when you get to the village. You're greeted as heroes. The village all comes out, you're cheered, you're greeted as heroes. They all think that you're amazing and legends for the Licktoad tribe. And they're talking about you being Licktoad legends. And Chief Gotwald is brought out on his teeter chair, all 6 foot high, with 8 or so goblins holding him up to carry him towards you. And Slorb listens to him and then proclaims that, and those 3 goblins, Mogmorch, Rita, and Chuffy, are going to be known forevermore as the heroes of the Licktoad tribe, those that are brought home the fireworks to the Licktrobes, so we can have rejoicement and we can finally maybe even burn down that Sandpoint town. So please hand over your fireworks to the Grand Chief Gotwald so you can receive your honours.
We will hand back the few unused fireworks we have left.
Which wasn't much. It was a cup, I think 2 Desden candles, that's it.
They're sparklers, essentially.
Yeah, essentially that. Yep. And Slorb is like, and the others? What else is there? You were sent to be fireworks. We see the fire in the distance. The
I point at the fire and say, that's what caused that!
But that's why we wanted the fireworks. This is what we're going to have fun with. You spoiled the chieftain's fun.
Yes. The chieftain will take much better pride knowing that we ate a cannibal and cooked her in that fire.
But fireworks, chieftain's fireworks. You're not heroes. You're to bring us the fireworks, not use them yourselves. You're traitors. Traitors to the Licktoads. Off with you, be gone. And the crowd starts turning. And they start throwing things at you and start snarling at you. And they are intending to run you out of town.
I'm going to present the
How many fireworks have we got left?
the
Oh, wait, no, we just gave them away.
Yeah,
just
you
give it-
did.
I'm gonna present the lantern to the chief. And
So,
say it's the treasure.
Slorb
of
takes the lantern from you. The chief's attendant takes the lantern from you. He looks it
I
over.
was like, they lit the fireworks. I had nothing to do with it. I was killing dogs the whole time.
He looks over the lantern and just throws it back and said, "Fireworks! You were sent to fireworks. Gone! You are banished from the Licktoad tribe. You're not to return. Leave here. Go to your friends of the Sandpoint town. See if they will take you, because you're not welcome anymore here."
I'm gonna go warn them of your attack! See ya, bitch!
And
Rita
stones
also
are starting to be
runs
thrown.
out.
If you stay any longer, you'll get stoned.
Ah, shit. Not again.
And that's
Ah.
a different ending to one that could have been successful.
As I'm running away, I'd like to yell to my wife to meet me in Sandpoint. I'll make sure the stinky humans don't kill her.
Your wife leaves you, dude.
She's probably throwing more stones than anybody else, honestly.
Then she's not getting my delicious face paint.
Should I roll for babies with Rita?
No, I don't think we're going to take it that far. I'll X-card that, I'm sorry. I'll X-card that. We don't need goblin babies.
Nope, not 44.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, well...
They go in litters of like 12 max, man.
Yeah.
I definitely need to get going here, sorry.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mint Toby. Thank you, Magic Man Parker. Thank you, Curtis, especially Curtis, for this late notice and your knowledge of Pathfinder, of course.
Hey, no problem, man.
No problem.
There's something going on there.
I gotta go. See ya, thanks.
Bye. Thank you so much. And
Alright.
I'm just going to swap screens here before everyone disappears.
Thanks, bye.
There we go. Thank you. Thank
wow,
you
that looks
again.
lovely.
Thanks. You're on mute so you can talk freely. But I'm not on mute, so thank you for visiting and for watching. My name is Karsh the Goblin. This has been the first successful playthrough, finally, of Be Goblins. Unfortunately, had a little bit of technical problems last week, but we still got to play today. It was good fun. I have been working on this to be in. So I've been working on the same game to move to 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, mainly because it's a little bit easier to play, more players in Roll20 at the moment, although I do want to be faithful to Pathfinder and to Paizo, because they made some great games and amazing stories, and I want to show their stories, at least in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, because they just be able to make so much great stuff out there. And I want to present them to the world. And I just got told that Pathfinder 2nd edition is coming out soon, and also in Roll20 there's new Pathfinder sheets coming soon. They've just signed up, made a deal with Roll20 to do official content. The War for the Crown is coming out soon, with Crown 4, the first installment, at the end of the month. I intend to be having a look at that and maybe doing that on the stream as my first long-term game. I'll have to read up a lot more of Pathfinder, because there's a lot more complicated rules that I'm used to. It's been a while since I've had really detailed knowledge of it. And the CMD grappling rules are really confusing to get used to. But yeah, I just got told someone can help me with that. Ooh. So, but no, it's been great, and once again, thank you, Curtis, for coming in late. If you've got any questions from anyone, I'm going to stick around in chat. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, and stick around in chat. I'm just going to put up our credits, and you can see names of everyone else here, also some of the assets that we use, and bits and pieces. And of course the assets that I use inside of Roll20, because the stuff there can be really amazing, and Roll20 is a great system. I'm not used to Fantasy Grounds, so I'm not saying that's bad. Fantasy Grounds is another system that you can use for online role playing. I've just been focusing on Roll20 over the last few months to get this to bear. So thank you again for watching. I'll be back in chat if you want to ask me questions. And yeah, bye.